I did a lot of research on both the mind-body connection and on biochemistry. And I wrote, as part of the book, I wrote an appendix that I presented to the American Holistic Medical Association. And the chairman of the conference, it was back in June of '07, said that my talk was the highlight of the conference. What I was able to demonstrate, just based on what's the scientific research that's out there right now, is that the metabolic, what people call metabolic syndrome, which is a precursor to type 2 diabetes, is the starvation response. In other words, we've been gaining weight because of starvation. And the exact same chemical things that happen in your body when you have metabolic syndrome, insulin resistance, elevated triglyceride levels, elevated pro-inflammatory cytokines, all of these things, that's what happens when you're starving. And so what we're doing is we're activating the starvation response. And what I was able to show is that there's a whole other type of stress, which I call the starvation stress, which is not the fight or flight stress of running away from a tiger. It's a completely different stress. And that's what's causing obesity. Not that we're eating too much, it's that we have that the starvation response is activated. We're starving. And what happens is someone's fat, they go into the doctor's office, they do the blood test, they've got metabolic syndrome. What does the doctor do? He tells you to go on a diet. It makes sense, but what he doesn't realize is that's the starvation response that's already being activated. And when you go on a diet, you're just further activating the starvation response. So I've been able to prove, to a very large extent, that obesity is caused by starvation, not by just weakness or overindulgence.